Hello everyone, welcome back to the video. In this video, I'll be showing you how to create a waterfall chart in Excel. Now be sure to watch until the very end so that you don't miss a single detail. So the first things first is, this is some form of data that we have. So this is pretty much your cash flow right here that we can see. And for us to be able to create a waterfall chart, the easiest thing for us to do is to go right on ahead and select our entire data. So I'll be from here to this one right here. And then we're going to go up right here and then click insert. And then in this section here, you can see the charts. There is this option right here to insert a waterfall, funnel, stock, surface, or radar chart. So let's go ahead and click on this. So the first thing is to create a waterfall chart right here. So let's go ahead and click on this. And this is already our waterfall chart right here. So we can go ahead and adjust this a little bit more so we can see everything. We can, make a few changes here if we want. If we want to change, the chart elements, if we want to remove the chart title, we can go ahead and do so. You want to remove the axis, you can go ahead and do so as well. You want to remove the grid lines, you can go ahead and do so. And if you want to get rid of the data labels, you can do that as well right here. So that's how you would, pretty much generate this data. However, if you are using an older version of Excel, let's go ahead and show you how we can generate this if we don't have this particular option. So let's go ahead and remove this for now. And then as you can see, this is, what we want at the moment. And what we're going to be doing is, let's go ahead and move this over into the right side. So I'm going to copy that over and move it here. And then we're going to be looking at 3 different columns. So these would be the balance, the decrease, and this one would be the increase itself. So let's take a look at the decrease. Now what we're going to be doing is, let's just shift this right here. I'm going to be moving this into here. And then let's just remove this. So basically we have all of the data when it comes to the cash flow, and we know our starting balance as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to be calculating the amount that we have for the decrease, the amount that we have for the increase in here. So essentially we'll be separating this out so that we know if it is an increase or if it is a decrease itself. Now, to calculate the decrease, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking for the minimum value of whatever is in this cash flow and compare it against 0 right here. So as you can see here, we have a 0 is much smaller than this, and that's because it is not a negative. So to apply the same code or the same formula for all of the others, what we're gonna do is we're gonna just go ahead and drag this, go all the way down right here. And as you can see, we have 22, 44, 88. We actually want these to be positive because we are taking note of them as a decrease. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be adjusting this a little bit so that it equals the minus min of the current cash flow against 0. So let's go ahead and click enter, and then let's go ahead and drag this one more time. And now as you can see, it has removed the negative sign. Now for the increase, we will be using the formula equals max and then comparing against the current cash flow and again 0. So this compares, is E3 or whatever is inside E3, which one is the maximum against 0. So of course 88 is bigger than 0. And let's go ahead and drag this once more so that we have all of the rest right here. Now the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be keeping an eye on the current balance of that month. So the formula with this will be equals the sum of the previous balance, and so that's comma, and if there is an increase from the previous month minus the decrease of the current month. So I can't actually click C3 here, so let's just type in C3. So that's the cell, this one, and then I'm gonna click on enter. So as you can see here, the balance is 50. There was no increase, so it's still 50. So what I'm gonna be doing to apply again the formula is I'm gonna be dragging this all the way down, and we can actually drag it all the way down to the closing balance right here. So if you recall earlier on, we did get a closing balance of 280 pounds, which is correct in terms of our formula. Now that we have our data all prepared, what we're going to be doing is we can go ahead and create our waterfall. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be selecting our data set. So it will be all of this apart from the cash flow itself. Now let's go up and then click on insert, and then we're going to be selecting this one right here. It says insert column or bar chart. So let's click on this, and then we're going to be selecting the second one right here, which is a stacked column. So let's click on this. Now as you can see, we are starting to see our waterfall right here, similar to what we have generated. But let's go ahead and adjust a few things right here. So let's click on this, and let's remove the chart title. What we can do again is let's move our legend to the top right here, and then let's go ahead and adjust a few things right here. So let's click on decrease, and then let's right click like that. So I clicked right click, and let's change our fill to red. Let's use this one, and then our increase again, let's right click and then change this to green right here. So you're starting to see what are the positives and what are the negatives. And the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to be removing this. So let's right click on this, and then let's choose no fill right here. But of course, our opening and closing balance is no longer there. So let's go ahead and select each individual ones. So when you click off this, you click it, it automatically selects the series, but you can go ahead and just select each individual one right here. And then we can go ahead and right click this, and then adjust this as well, like this. Now as you can see, everything does look quite spread out or far apart. We can actually make changes to that by selecting any of the series itself, right clicking on it, and then let's go on format data series right here, and we can change the gap width right here. So at the moment it's currently set at 150, so let's change it to something like let's say 44 or something like that. Again, you can make the adjustments yourself, 20% or something like that. And there you go, there is your waterfall right there. Feel free to go ahead and play around more in terms of the actual chart elements itself, so that you can make this even more fancier or customized in terms of what you want for your waterfall chart. Well, I hope that you have found this tutorial useful. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and we will see you guys next time.